Good evening, and welcome back to I Saw You in That Thing I Saw You In, the podcast where we sit down with New England-based actors to discuss the craft of acting, projects they've done, things they've learned along the way, tales from the set, and tips on how to get your foot in the door. As always, our show is sponsored by the Parody News Network. Every week, PNN takes aim at a popular movie or TV show and parodies the shit out of it. If you're looking for humor and entertainment, not to mention a break from mainstream news programs, subscribe to the Parody News Network and enjoy watching the news again. Go to youtube.com/Parody News Network to like and comment your little heart out. PNN, your favorite movies and TV shows, satirized for your protection. And so, without further ado, please welcome the lovely and talented Gabby Carli and Joe Tyler.
Actually start with you, Gabby. Why acting?
I had always wanted to act since I was super young. There was a time, I guess, my dad told me about where I was 4 years old. And I grew up in the Midwest, so we would oftentimes go to, like, Mall of America. And I didn't really show any interest of, like, wanting to be, like, a kid that was on stage or, like, do theater or plays or anything like that until that there was a Hello Kitty, a Strawberry Shortcake book reading. And Strawberry Shortcake was up doing her thing, Millie rocking. And then they were like, does someone want to raise their hand and come up and, like, read with Strawberry Shortcake? So a bunch of kids raised their hand, but I just took it upon myself to go up on stage. I was like, you don't need to look for somebody. I'm right here. I'm the person that you want. And then after that day, I, like, ran over to my dad. I was like, I want to do that all the time. And I got really, really interested in acting and, like, making people laugh. And then when I was in school, I was like, this is just what I'm going to do. And everybody was like, you're sure? And I was like, yeah, I'm kind of sure. Like, for middle school. And then I just studied acting. And it's been a fun little journey. Yeah.
And Joe, why acting?
I'd like to have, like, a deep answer, but I don't.
You don't have to have a deep answer.
No. The earliest I remember wanting to be an actor, and it still, like, sticks with me, is that, like, I got in trouble a lot when I was younger. I was just hard to deal with. Just getting in trouble. But I always associated Jim Carrey with, like, everyone loves him, like he can do no wrong. Like, even when he is slapsticky or, like, in a movie is doing something wrong, like, everyone loves seeing him do it and everything's fine. So, like, that kind of stuck with me, like, oh, well, if only I could be like that a little bit, like, maybe I won't be in as much trouble or people won't see me as annoying. But yeah, I also enjoy making people laugh. Like, that stand-up comedy was actually, like, more important to me than acting for a really long time. I assumed that you needed to, like, clear your schedule all the time to be an actor or, like, go to Juilliard or know people who are making these Hollywood movies, and you don't. And I didn't know that at first. But when they locked everything down for COVID, you know, I couldn't really try to do stand-up anymore. So I don't know, I was like, maybe now's the time. Maybe now's the time where I can just put in bids for acting jobs, and I don't know. But I like the performance. Like, I have no problem being me. I like being me, but, like, I don't know. I like being a silly little guy. I like the idea of portraying someone else believably, which is good for comedy, but, like, in drama, like, if you're believable in drama, that is so cool to see. So, yeah, I enjoy, you know, just being a silly little guy.
Nice. Who do you guys have in your lives as a support system for your acting? Like, people that motivate you, people that inspire you, people that keep you going.
I'll take it. My parents have always been super supportive, 100%. Because of who I am, because I get in a little trouble, I guess, still as an adult. They're, like, a little worried, because, like, all right, that's a lot of focus to put on something that's not going to be paid all the time, and you'll be taking time to do that, and you could be doing other things, and sure, but I want to do it. And they know that if I want to do something, I'm going to do it, good or bad. Like, I have my mind made up. So my mom helped me whenever she could to make sure that I was available to do those things. My responsibilities, you know, she took on a little bit of those. My dad pays for my backstage account, and that's more than I could possibly... That's $250 a year. I'm so thankful.
It's a lot.
I am so thankful. But no, they ask about it, and they're very supportive. And, you know, I like that now that I've done it for a couple years, like, I just talk about it just like it's a fucking job. Like, oh, I got this job here, I got this job there. But yeah, no, there's not a single person in my life who, like, is, like, really doing that. Like, no, everyone's been super supportive, but I think it also helps that I've been consistent, and I believe that I'm putting out some decent work for only having, like, you know, a dozen things that I've been in over the past couple years. So I'm proud of it. So even if people weren't being supported, I really wouldn't give a shit either way.
Nice. You're supporting you.
Hell yeah.
That's the
Yes.
important thing. Gabs?
I would say since like my upbringing, I've been so independent. A lot of it has just been like self-sustaining because I love like acting as like that outlet and making other people happy and taking them out of their own isolation. But I've gained a lot of friends like in the industry and along the way and like at school that have been really, really supportive. Now I have like those acting friends you don't ever really see, but like you're like, oh my God, what have you done recently? And like that's been really, really nice because the community is so great. My best friend Jake is very, very supportive, sometimes in a mean way. He will watch everything I've ever been in front of me. But he'll always cheer me on and make sure I'm doing good and like go over lines with me and stuff.
The disregard for how awkward that would be.
He wouldn't let me leave. So that was the issue. He locked the door and said like, no, you did this, now you have to watch it. This is your fault.
Mm-hmm.
Did the same thing with the film that we were in.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
He watched that?
He watched that in front of me. But yeah, my friends are really great. My boyfriend's really great, and he's an awesome supporter. But yeah,
Nice.
It's not about the journey. It's about the people you find along the. Fuck it, never mind.
The friends you make along the way?
Yeah, it's that one. That one.
It's not about the journey. It's about the destination. What are your general thoughts about the Boston acting scene? And you can also speak to the Philly acting scene. Is it inclusive? Is it hard to get into? Is it supportive? Is there enough work for everybody? Just general thoughts.
Honestly, I think that everybody's really nice, but everybody also just like knows each other. And I think the Boston scene is a lot of short films and a lot of college films and a lot of just like lower budget, just like doing things with friends and like just to make art filming. And it's great to like pack things up on your resume and make those connections and like see where that's going to take you. But I would say like as of recently, there's just been so many college films and short films. Not like a lot.
So you're saying there's enough for everybody?
I think that there's enough for the college scene and like starting up, but I don't think there's a lot of long-term or serious roles for everyone.
That's a lot of the reason I enjoyed acting in Boston as long as I did was because there's so many colleges that are so well funded. Mm-hmm. So I think just the college projects alone can float most of the actors in the area because they're so frequent. Every semester, everyone in that class has to make another film. Not all of them are going to be good, but it's something and it's paid. But there are a lot of short films too. There's not a lot of feature films. Obviously not as much as short films, but no, I think just the college scene would float most of the actors. But if you want something that's going to have broad appeal or be seen in theaters and things like that, like, yeah, maybe you should look more, countrywide instead of just staying in just Boston.
Yeah.
I can see what you mean there.
Yeah, no, but the college films I've done, they've been fun and they're really like awesome to do.
Yeah, because that's what they want to do with their life. That's why they went to college for that.
Yeah,
like it's a class, yeah, but they're like, yeah, it's a class doing the thing I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and what about Philly?
Philly's super inclusive and nice. I mean, like every group of people, there are some outliers who make things an utter nightmare. But no, for the most part, everyone's super inclusive. Even if you didn't have a great time working with someone on a set, like that's not gonna make you badmouth them or stop them from getting jobs. Like there are people that I know we were abrasive with each other on set, and I know that we're not going to be friendly moving forward. But we're still going to like each other's projects. I'm glad you get work.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot of things like that. Like I'm actively working with people who like I'm so annoyed with who they are as people, but I admire the fact that they are relentless and they get work on bigger projects. So I mean, that's very East Coast is to be like, nah, I'm not gonna be nice about it, but like, nah, I want you to do well. You fucking hate you.
I want you to do well as long as you're not taking my roles.
Yeah, because that's a big thing too. But I've never gotten into that in Philly where it's like, because I also don't know who else was auditioned for the roles that I'm in. So I don't really worry about things like that, but I know other people do. They're like, oh, they got that role that I applied for. So now every time they go to a project, I'm like, well, I could have done that, but they're in it. So it's a weird mindset to get yourself into, so I don't even think about it.
Yeah.
That's what the audition's for.
Right.
Like, it's screw like the type of actor you look like. Like if you gave a good performance in your audition, they're going to pick that.
Right. Hopefully.
Yeah, I'd hope. That's what I mean. There's some outliers. So like, you're not a good casting director. You were very much looking for a look, which is fine. But you're not going to get good acting going that way.
Right. You've tread the boards. You've danced beneath the proscenium arch.
What the fuck is that?
This is a beautiful poem.
I don't.
You've done theater.
Oh yeah, I did that.
Okay, have you done theater?
Theater, no.
How come?
No, I've applied. I've actually applied.
Oh.
I had a conversation with someone the other week who was like, ultimately I didn't get picked, but they're starting to talk to me about Fashion Week in New York. But no, I want to do theater because there's so much stakes. There's so, like, you have to prepare so hard. There can be no, like we do here, like, oh, let's take that again real quick. No, there's none of that shit. You need to be on point all night for multiple nights in a row. At no point can you, like, break or mess up your line. So I want those stakes. I think that from that you get better. Like, if I'm not challenging myself, then I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So yeah, I want a theater gig, even if it's my first one, and even if I'm not great at it. It's a step up.
Okay. If anyone's listening and is looking to cast an ethnically ambiguous dude from
6
Philly,
foot tall, ethnically ambiguous,
in their play, we got a guy here. What was your experience doing theater?
I've done, I would say, like over like 10 plays by this point, and it was a journey at first because I realized quickly I hated musicals. By doing a musical with my friend, and
Really?
then I hated it.
Why?
I don't like singing in front of people, and I got over the stage fright quite quickly when I was in like middle school and high school because I was like, oh, this is terrifying. There are so many people looking at me. What do I do with my hands? And then when I was up there singing, I was like, oh my god, there's so many people looking at me. What do I do with my hands? I don't think I can hear myself, and everything's turning black. So I stopped doing the musicals because I don't think there's enough anxiety medication in the world that could have helped me. But doing plays was fun. I would say, like, during your first run and like being in the green room, and I had so many quick changes. At one point I did play Athena, and I had a like 2-minute quick change to be like a peasant afterwards, and that was insane. I got to perform at the Boston Opera House, but I was doing a musical, so we were singing an opening for Boston on Broadway. Boston on Broadway, let's go with that one. That was really fun. And I did like plays at Suffolk University, and that was a good time. I did have to play like an exotic dancer at one point. And I had to climb
what a stretch.
Like a 3-foot scaffolding because I had a quick change. So I was playing a wife with my friend that was in the same sketch comedy troupe that I ran, and I ran around the back of the stage, and this was like one of my favorite moments doing theater. And then I had to quick change into a cheetah print tight dress and then huge heels, and then climb up this not sturdy, like there's an OSHA officer somewhere crying about it, type of ladder, and then dance on this platform. And I was like, you know what? I've made it. This is what all of this money's going towards. It's this one play.
Royalty, damn it.
No, it was so much fun, and having little traditions and like those chants that you get to do in like the green room and stuff, where you put all your hands in. It's like the last night when it's closing night, and you cry your eyes out. And even though you hated like that one person in your cast for so fucking long, you're like, I'm gonna miss you so much. That was the best.
But that's what I mean, like about like small films too. Like I did not have a good time with you, but we went through something together. So like I'm going to be at least semi-supportive.
I know. I miss all those people every day, and you get so many cute Polaroids.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what it is about theater and Polaroids, but like they go hand in hand, and I love it.
You did Our Time in 2021,
mm-hmm.
and then Pilgrims of the Night in 2022,
mm-hmm.
and those were all unfortunately masked.
Pilgrims of the Night was not masked.
Okay.
I think it was in 2022 because I think I played Darlene in that one.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was not masked, but Our Time was, and it was a Zoom play. That one was really interesting because it was, again, like a vignette style. I do so many vignette style things and projects. But the director, he was like brilliant. He was a Suffolk alumni, and he took all of the stories from our check-ins that we were doing and then created characters based off of our stories. And that's how my character was created.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was no indication that it was a Zoom production.
Well, it was.
I believe you. You would know better than I do. What are some of the mistakes you made early on or even recently that other actors can learn from and potentially avoid?
Oh, don't think you're not just going to walk in and nail shit. It's not going to happen. Study. I don't care if it's 2-3 lines. Say those lines a bunch of times. Find out weird ways to say it and just, digest it. But no, a lot of times early on, like auditioning, before I even got jobs, I would just go like, no, it's 2 pages, it's fine. But it looks bad. Like if you're like not on, like if you're not off script, sometimes it looks bad. So
yeah,
just not doing the work is definitely a pitfall that you should not make a habit.
And that bit you?
Yeah, I didn't get an acting job until I was 30. So,
After how long of pursuing one?
Well, so when I turned 30, then I learned how to actually pursue it. But in my 20s, I was just, anytime somebody said that they were an actor or knew an actor, like, I would just bug the shit out of them. And be like, no, you don't get it. Like, I'm me too. Like, you should just let me do it. And that's not how to go about it. That seems kind of annoying to a lot of people. But yeah, no, I just came out so cocky. And the few times that someone did give me an audition, like, I did not try. So I just thought this was something I'd be able to just walk in and do. And it's not.
Yeah.
To be good at something, to where, like, people want you to work with them again, no. And that's why you need to take the auditions very seriously, because that might be the only time they get with you for years, and it might stick with them, and they might pick you later on just from that. So take it all seriously.
Gabs?
I would say for people that want to pursue acting, like the mistakes that I've made, was going into auditions ill-prepared and thinking that, oh, no, I've read it over a few times, like, I'm so perfect for the role, because I think everyone thinks in their head they're so perfect for the role. But at the end of the day, sometimes, like, there's just a vision of what they want already in their head. And sometimes it has nothing to do with you. And they just wanted someone taller, or they wanted someone that had a little bit more flair. And I would always leave an audition. Sometimes I was really prepared. And in those moments where I was super prepared and I still didn't get the role, I was like, oh my God, it's something wrong with me. Like, what am I not doing right? But having to handle that rejection and just go, no, this one just wasn't meant for me. There's obviously a reason, and there's still time to improve and get better, and taking the audition seriously, but also as an exercise that you should be glad you even got in audition, because you're going to have better audition skills and will know how to mentally prepare for it, because some people will freak out at an audition. It's kind of like test taking. People are really bad test takers. Some people really fucking suck in an audition room because there's so much pressure. And I think reading over your lines with someone makes such a difference. Like, if you can get a friend to just read this paper with you over and over instead of in your room and in your head, that's not great. And self-care before and after. Yeah. Do you do that? Do you have like a little before ritual, after ritual?
Afterwards, yeah.
Oh, I have a before.
Really?
I do a Lush face mask, and it's Mask of Jiminy. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's like one specific green mask I have to do before an audition.
Huh.
Yes.
No, before I'm just like really antsy. Like, just very antsy. I snap my fingers, clap my hands, just do whatever, and then walk into it. But I don't know. I'll do it without a recording once or twice. But no, afterwards I have to leave the house.
Yeah.
I can't watch it. Just leave. Leave the house, go for a walk, go smoke a cigarette, something. I don't want to sit with that. It's over. It's over. That's also a ritual that I've given myself for everything, is when something's done, smoke a cigarette. You deserve it.
Is that for everything in life?
I can make an argument for a cigarette after most things. Yeah.
Okay. I respect the grind.
Yeah.
So, but those are mistakes before the role. What about when you're actually cast?
Yeah.
Do you have some?
We're flawless. I don't know if you know.
No.
Oh wow,
But,
interesting. No,
once
I
we get
did
that
not
far,
know that.
the
No,
mistakes are over.
Oh wow,
No, so
that's amazing.
You want to be friendly with everyone, and there's a lot of dead time. Don't kill someone with small talk. I think if you get anybody talking for long enough, they're going to say something that's going to rub you the wrong way. So just keep that in mind when you're in a room full of people. And these are art type people. Some of them aren't the most social, and they might just be quiet. And just understand that about people, that it's going to be a long process. Most filming days are very long. You can overtalk someone. So, and I've noticed myself, especially very early, like, they're about to have a 10-hour day and remember all these lines, and I'm telling them about my aunt who babysat me when I was younger, and we stayed up till 3. Like, no, they have shit going on.
God, you're annoying.
Right, but that's why I hate extras. That's why, because they don't think that way. And I did that mistake too on set, where I'm just like talking people's ears off. I'm like, they're here to work, and I'm here just talking at them. So yeah, like, understanding that everyone's there to work, and of course there's going to be times to talk, but no, most of the work that we do for acting is in our heads. So you can't see that we're working, but if we're on set, that's a sign that we're probably working. So yeah, just maybe be very self-aware of how much you're talking and what you're talking about when you're on set.
Mm-hmm.
I think when on set, one thing that I didn't do in my earlier projects that I started doing towards the end of my silly little time being an extra that I really enjoyed.
Cool. I'm glad
Joe.
you fucking enjoyed it. Go ahead.
It was so fun. But I think the one thing that I didn't do that I wish I did more was networking. Like, actually, like, learn everyone's name. Like, introduce yourself to everyone. Like, if you find someone that has common ground with you, just exchange socials or phone numbers or something. Stay in touch, make a good impression. Always be the person with gum. Always be the person with a snack. Always be the person that says, have a great day, guys, or good morning. Everybody likes just a polite, nice, kind person that's prepared.
I like her answer a lot.
Yeah, her answer is way better than yours. So I might cut yours and just
Mine was,
don't.
don't talk to me, I'm working.
Yours was, people
Yours
talk
was
so
leave me
much, and how
alone.
dare an extra speak to
That
me
was
right
a
now?
message to all extras and PAs, for that matter. And PAs, get the fuck out of my face.
I
the
love
PAs alone.
extras.
No. Except for Jessie Whitman from Pennsylvania. She's a really good PA. I like her.
That's your shout
I'll
out
talk with Jessie.
for today?
That's my shout out for today. I'll talk with Jessie.
That's fair. What's the most fun production you've ever been part of?
Ooh.
There's an answer he's expecting here.
No, there isn't. I don't have an agenda. I'm just asking questions. You can answer it
So you're
however
talking
you
about
like.
singular production? Because when you say production, I think one instance it was like PNN is, it spans over years.
Yes.
And I've always talked highly about how I love coming here because this is a playground. There are things I get to try here that any other director would shut the fuck up. So this playground is probably the most fun I have on any set, and the relationship we have with you, to where you allow us to do these things, we don't get that anywhere else. But if we're talking about outside of PNN, which I assume,
Yeah.
now that we're past that,
Now that we've gotten the plug in, yes, go on.
yeah. No, filming Final Boy with Ian Libertor as the director and the organizer of all of that made it super fun for everyone. And there were a couple people in that production that I had worked with previously. So Demi Zingone, she hired me for her senior thesis project in college. And I met a couple people there. And then when Ian started casting and I was auditioning for that, I realized that there was like a bunch of people, well, 2 or 3 people from Demi's project that were going to be in this one. Like, oh, that's even cooler. So having known them, plus getting there and Ian and his husband being absolute sweethearts and taking care of everyone, like, and the friends I made there, like, oh, I will always want to do another movie like that, but I don't think it will ever be like as enjoyable as that single week that we did that. But that's why I keep running back to PNN, because I know when I have a good thing, it's really easy for it to be taken away. So I'm going to do PNN until I'm asked not to or it's not there anymore, because a feature like that might not come around again. So
That's true. And PNN is not going anywhere ever.
let's go.
Until that Lomer guy is cold and in the grave, PNN rolls on.
We'll take over.
What about you for fun productions?
I think, okay, well, I know the one that was the most fun. It was the first thing I had ever done, which was an extra role for Hoobie Halloween.
You looked real hard at me at that. It was an extra role.
Yeah, because I like my little fucking
Whatever,
silly
be
extra
proud of
role.
it.
I am proud of it, actually.
I'll put your extra roll up on the fridge with all the rest of the art.
Yeah, thank you. Anywho, you can see me in the movie.
You
But
answer this question. I'm going to go get some shots. Hold on. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
alrighty. I'll just wait for you to adjust yourself. No, go ahead. It's okay. Can you pass me my phone as well? I want to check my backstage.
No.
I'm getting to the bottom of this. But the most fun production I did was Hoobie Halloween. And it was because it was the first thing I ever did. And I had never stepped foot on any type of set before that. There was no short film. It was only plays. And I loved plays, but I knew I didn't want to do that moving forward. And I wanted to do film. And I think it was the thrill of, like, coming from this, like, little high school that has, like, nice plays and, like, knowing your little circle and then going to a Netflix set for your first project. And I was doing, like, a little featured scene. So I got to, like, work closely with Adam Sandler for, like, a few hours and some of the other actors and, like, actually get to interact with them. And I was invited back for multiple days and multiple scenes. And I was like, well, this is so cool. And I think getting to meet someone of that level and, like, everyone being so, so nice, and Adam Sandler telling me I'm funny when we were working together for a few hours, and all the lights, and, like, I had my own little trailer at one point and going through, like, costume changes and having cars, like, it just affirmed everything that I thought it would be, and it was. And we just got to play the whole time. Like, he was so much fun. Like, he made the set feel like PNN, where he was like, oh, we're just going to do this. Oh, actually, I'm going to run and do it this way. And, like, there would be something that someone, like, an extra said that he laughed at and was like, no, keep that, come here and say that. Like, he was just so much fun to work with, and I felt like not an ounce of anxiety after I got there, and like not uncomfortable, and I felt like I belonged there. And even when we were shooting the party scene, like in the barn, he turned it into a music video just because all of the extras were like raving about like it was a concert, and it was so fun. I still know that song like the back of my hand if someone played it. Like, it's in my little, what's it called, like reel. Like, it was so much fun. I think about it so often, and I made a lot of friends from that set that I'm still in touch with today. So
once again, I Saw You in That Thing I Saw You In is sponsored by the Parody News Network. Every week, PNN takes aim at a popular movie or TV show and parodies the shit out of it. If you're looking for humor and entertainment, not to mention a break from mainstream news programs, subscribe to the Parody News Network and enjoy watching the news again. Go to youtube.com/Parody News Network to like and comment your little heart out. PNN, your favorite movies and TV shows, satirized for your protection.
All right. let's tread lightly here. This is sort of a question about bad productions. Okay. So there was a because I don't want to impugn anybody. I don't want to like call out anybody, but there was a bad production that you were both part of. Mm. So my question is, like, when you were filming that, were you aware of how bad it was?
You're talking about a specific production, or like...
Yes, you know the production I'm talking about. The production you did together.
Okay.
Yes, you know the one. No,
dude, no. Honestly, no, not really.
Do you disagree, Gabs?
During? Did you think during that something was that there was like something was wrong, like that it wasn't going to go well? I was pretty.
No, you go.
Yeah, I don't know. I was pretty optimistic that like this might not be bad. Like, yeah, sometimes you don't think this script is so great, and sometimes you're like, that performer's not doing so great. But like, I don't know, for the clip that I'm going to be given out of this, like, I'm confident that my role will be fine. But no, at no time did I think during the filming that it would be what it ended up being. God, without getting specific, it's hard to. But yeah, sure. No, I had, my reservations about it, but like, I was like, this might be good. I don't know. We don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I think, like, obviously after I saw it, I had a lot more thoughts about like the production as a whole. I did think going to set, when I was asking people that were working, I was like, hey, like, what are we doing? Like, da-da-da. And there wasn't a lot of answers given. I was like, oh, how's this gonna play out? I didn't once ever deny that there wasn't passion on that set.
Yeah.
Like, there was people that wanted to be there. There was passion and like a thing that was going to be created and just like art going on and happening and existing. But I was a little concerned when people didn't know what was happening. Like, at one point when we were trying to like direct our scene, yeah. I was like,
but I'm used to that. Like, because it's an independent film and it's a lot of college films too. Like, they don't know what the fuck they're doing sometimes. Sure. They just really don't. They're trying their best to seem like they do. Mm-hmm. So yeah, sometimes you do have to be like, just give me a second. No, and then me and you as the actors will work through the scene and show him how we feel it should be done, and then there's a collaboration at that point.
Yeah,
and they were pretty open to that.
I didn't realize how young like the crew was as well.
Yeah,
they were very young. They were doing a great job, but they were just very young and dealing with a lot.
Yeah, and most sets are. It's not often that everyone on the set is a pro, because not everyone on the set's getting paid. Like, if this was like a well budgeted production, like maybe people would be in that spot who like are pros, but. This was a passion project. People who wanted to work were working.
Yeah. And we had shitty weather. Like, it was a really bad day for weather. It was like...
That's how I met you.
That was the first day we ever
You ran through the rain out of your ride into the church.
I was wearing a floral little flowy dress, running through like a fucking garden walk-up in the rain to Joe.
I didn't give a fuck. I said, hey, what's up?
No, literally. I was like, hi, are you Joe? Like, I'm Gabby. It's so nice to meet you. And he went, okay. I was like, that's so fucked up.
But... Well, was this after you had both done PNN though?
Nope. We never saw each other on PNN.
First time meeting was on the set of that movie.
Yeah.
And then you came to PNN?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
No, we were
already in
both
PNN.
hired by PNN, right?
Yeah.
But had not met each other.
Okay.
We met each other on the set of that movie, and then told you to start casting us together.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So you had done PNN and you had done PNN, but you hadn't done PNN together, and that was your first
Time meeting.
time meeting on that movie.
Yep.
Okay. So to follow up on your perception of it. So within it, you're not perceiving how terrible it's going to be, but then you see it and it's very clearly terrible. Like how do you process that?
Well, it's hard to. I mean, for the things that you're there for, the things that you're seeing get done, you're like, oh, this scene makes sense. This shot looks decent. I don't know. Nothing's glaring that this is going to be a problematic film. But there are also things that like happened that were filmed when I wasn't there and that happened in the fucking editing room that made that movie fucking weird. So yeah, that whole production could have seemed very like normal to everyone. But in that editing room, a monstrosity exited and it was like, what? Why? Why did you do that? Why did you do that? And I swear there's literally one or two scenes that if you made them shorter, movie'd be fine. Movie'd be fine. But yeah, one or two things. Oh, but those one or two things didn't happen on the days we were on set. So how would we know?
Right. But then you saw your quality work lumped in
Yeah.
with subpar work.
Which is why I don't like promote that. I won't promote. It's cool. I get like some scenes. Like I get my tape from it, but I won't put like what it is.
Right.
You know, and it's nothing super out of context where they're like, "What the fuck was that even about?" Like, no, you can obviously see that I play that job. So there's no explaining to do. But no, I'm not promoting it. But I can't control the end product on everything I do. So I just gotta hope for the best.
Right. Right. And was that your experience as well?
It was, I think, like pretty like identical, honestly. Of like, I didn't know what was happening when I wasn't on set. I didn't know what was going to happen in that editing room. The shots to me made sense since I'm not someone that's on a film crew. I was like, okay, well, this looks like about right. Like they're taking all the precautions, like resetting and everything. Like the camera looks like very well decent. But yeah, watching it for the first time, I was like, oh wait, because our storyline seems like completely different and like offset from like what the film was about as well, which was interesting. It seems like there was just a lot happening, and it felt like what we were doing on our days was completely different from what the film was.
Oh yeah, like I read the script too, and like the entirety of it, and was like, all right, like this seems.
I remember you during the table read.
Yeah.
There was a table read?
And I showed up to it.
Wow.
I was prepared.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I knew my lines.
Okay.
It was a virtual one though, so I think it was like on Zoom or like Google Meets or something.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was fun because we got to hang out the whole time. Like we weren't even really focused on much
set?
because
Oh yeah. I thought you meant during the fucking table read. I was like, I did not know you, sir.
No, on set we were hanging out because again, like art folk can be like not that social. So not everyone was like willing to like have small talk and okay. So you know how me and Gabby are, like we just talk to each other the whole entire time.
Right.
We didn't really know each other. I was definitely like a golden retriever and he was a black cat, and I was just going to keep annoying him until he wanted to talk back to me.
That's vivid.
So everyone on that set, how you feel about me and Gabby, everyone on that set felt how you feel about me and Gabby that entire time.
No, literally, it was so bad.
Huh.
Like, there was one point where I still didn't really know him yet, and we hadn't really talked much, and you were looking at me across the table for something, I just couldn't stop laughing. And they were like, Joe, stop making Gabby laugh. And I was like, I can't help it, I'm so sorry. Then we were everybody else's problem.
So you did that together. You've done PNN episodes together because the great Stephen Lomer heard your plea and wrote episodes for you to be in together. Was there, and of course, dinner theater.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about dinner theater.
Let's talk about dinner theater.
I pissed some people off at dinner theater.
Did you really?
Oh, yeah.
I want you to tell this story and pour
Listen,
another
Please do.
shot.
I haven't heard this story.
It's amazing. I won't even speak. I'll put the microphone so far away. Just fill my glass, please.
At the time of dinner theater, like I didn't have a girlfriend, but I had someone who'd be real mad to hear me say that.
Okay.
So, and I didn't preface it. Like I told them that I was doing a murder mystery dinner.
Yep.
I told everyone I'm doing a murder mystery dinner. But then I didn't really promote it that day much. And then we showed up to murder mystery dinner. and they gave us a ring because me and Gabby were a married couple for the dinner.
Right.
And we just, because it was Valentine's Day, we just pretended like we got engaged. I didn't explain anything to anybody. And the context is, like, I'm not from here. So everyone who's, like, following my social media is mostly from Philadelphia and Pennsylvania. No one knows who I hang out with on a daily. No one knows if I'm dating anybody. So I all of a sudden come up on Instagram, fake engaged, and we have, like, this whole night of pictures at a nice dinner. Like, it was really cool. And they gave us a ring to use.
Yeah.
So, yeah, all of that.
No, but even the guy, like, on set that, like, when I walked in, I immediately started just, like, picking at your suit, and I was, like, trying to fix you, and didn't he think that we were
Yeah, he
actually
was like, oh, you guys are
engaged?
already in character. I'm like, this is just
how
we are. But then they put us in the green room together, and of course we separate ourselves from everyone else.
We're just away.
Which might seem horrible if you're an actor on that set, where we just, like, seclude ourselves from everyone. But it was just a one-night thing. I don't know. But yeah, no.
It was really fun.
Some people were like, you're fucking married? Like, I've been talking for, like, 3 months. Like, what the hell?
That was crazy. Seeing all the, like, and your family and friends being like,
Oh,
oh
yeah,
my God,
congratulations.
Like,
Yeah.
that's so great. So happy for you.
A lot of people, even, like, people close to me who talk to me, like, regularly, were like, dude, like, I didn't know.
He had to put out a disclaimer at the end of the night.
Yeah.
He was like, I am not engaged to this person.
And not everyone saw it, too. So, like, there might be people out there who still think, like, I got engaged and I'm getting married. But nope, that was just because I don't care. Like, I think that was a cool bit. That, like, I out of nowhere got married. And me and you seem,
like
when we're
couple.
together, like,
Yeah.
we'd be a couple. So it played off really well.
Mm-hmm.
And did you FaceTime anybody that night?
You? All right, so, okay, I forgot about that.
I didn't.
We also didn't tell you
Right.
exactly what was going on. So
Right.
we FaceTimed you, right? It's me and Gab, dressed well.
Yeah.
Okay, I had a haircut.
Yep.
So you know it's
It's the first
business.
time you've ever had one.
Right. Fuck you. And we FaceTime you, and she flashes the ring. And then as soon as she flashes the ring, they're like, all right, let's go. We're going. We're like, we gotta go. We gotta go. But we'll talk to you later. You're like, what? What?
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
Did you think we had gotten engaged?
Well, so I had brokered the whole thing for you guys to do that.
Yeah.
And then completely forgot about it. Like, I completely forgot that you guys were doing that. And then I completely forgot it was Valentine's Day. And so then I get this FaceTime, and you hold up the ring and say, we did it. And then you're gone. And I'm like, okay, super. I don't know what that was.
I love the aura we put off as, like, people who are on the verge of marriage.
Yeah. I think that's just our vibe always.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also, I don't think I ever told you guys this. After the Christmas party, everyone told me what a cute couple you were.
Oh, fucking hell.
Everyone. Every person
I'm sorry,
at
Gab,
that
you're just
party.
not my type, but it's cute that people think that.
Every person. They were like, they are such a cute
Lies.
couple. And I'm like, they're not a couple. I mean, they're a couple of something.
Yeah.
but they're not a couple. And they're like, no, I saw them. They're clearly a couple. No,
very
they're
good
not.
friends.
But so that's the vibe. I mean,
That's just the vibe
it's
we
not a
put
bad
off.
vibe. Certainly not.
No,
I mean,
we're just comfortable with each other.
Yeah,
That's literally it.
yeah, exactly. So
Yeah, we're just pretty people. And we're just very comfy.
Just pretty
and like I
people.
think being actors changes
Just because
everything.
two attractive actors meet each other and decide to be super casual and comfortable around each other to the point where everyone thinks that they're on the verge of marriage.
yes,
What's wrong with that?
I have no problem with it.
I
Raising
can't
questions.
believe you said I'm not your type. What a lie. I'm so
Oh.
pretty.
Yeah, you're pretty. You're gorgeous. Not my type, but yeah, you're very attractive.
You know what? Offline, I'm going to have words with you.
Okay.
Well, no, just have them now.
I don't actually have that many words for you.
That's fine.
I'm a young kid.
Oh, is that it? You're too young for me?
You're too old for me. That's what the thing is.
Ouch.
That's okay. I'm aging out of PNN too. I've told myself this a million times.
Yeah, a lot of people are aging out of PNN. I'm not, which is great.
Oh, jeez.
I'll just keep going and going. So you did the Boston 48 last year, and you did the Boston 48 this year. What was that experience like for you guys?
I thought it was a lot of fun. Being on set with everybody and seeing all the creativity flow was cool. I like taking the iPad and taking pictures on it when I wasn't supposed to. And trying to make sure everything was just like down to the wire, because I had done things in the past reminiscent to that of like a 48-hour thing, but I had a 24-hour show where it was a comedy show and we were writing the scripts day of, staying up all night, rehearsing it, then putting on a show the next day. And it was just fun. Everybody was like super high stress and like in their heads. And they're like, oh my God, we just got to do this. I've never seen you run around that much in my entire life.
I never have.
No, we were just running around. And it was just fun. It was a good vibe. But yeah.
Yeah, I love doing the 48. It was, I struggled a little bit with some things that I think it was good for me to struggle with. Like, I needed to experience something. Like, so when you collaborate, like the 48-hour project, there is no script, really, besides, like, what you write the day before. A lot of things are open to small changes and interpretation, but everyone in the room has a voice. And it's not like it usually is, where there's, like, the one or two people who, like, well, they make the decision. You very much made it, like, no, if you think something should happen a different way, please state it. And... yeah, I had a struggle with, like, well, that's a dumb fucking idea. Or, like, because until you see it happen, you don't know. But when someone opens their mouth and says something, it's like, immediately, no, why'd you say that? That was... but you let people actually have their time to, like, all right, well, show me what you mean. And then it's like, oh, okay, that makes sense. So to really reel myself in and be like, all right, well, don't judge yet. Let's see what happens. I'm glad that I was able to do that, but it was also fun that, like, it was a time constraint. Like, we have to get this done so you can start editing.
Right.
So whatever idea we have, like, fuck if it's good. We just got to execute.
Right. Exactly.
So it's shit or get off the pot.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I always view it as an exercise in doing what you can with the amount of time that you have, and that's it. Like, you can't do more than that. So it's a test of how you're able to adapt to that and how you're able to get that done in that amount of time. So I'm not a huge fan of a lot of the results. I thought the ones that I've been in, I've been very proud of. But, you know, I mean, not everybody is going to get a great script. Not everybody's going to have enough time. Not everybody has the editing skills. So, but I enjoyed it as well. I had a lot of fun. And I hope next year that all three of us will be able to be in the same 48 team. Although I don't know if you can be in the Boston team, being in Philly. No one needs to know. Yeah, they don't check addresses or anything. And if you need an address, you can use mine.
I never had a real Boston address. I never had a Massachusetts ID.
Oh, wow. Okay. Then it doesn't matter. Yeah. We're flying under the radar as it is. What's something you'd like to do in the future that you haven't done yet?
I've been trying to get roles where I can be a parent.
Okay.
Because I'm not, like, necessarily... I don't want to say I'm not fatherly. Because my kids do think that I am fatherly. But I don't treat my kids like a conventional father would. Like, I'm a little bit more relaxed on things. And, you know, I just don't seem like a dad. But roles where, like, you know... someone has to be, like, very fatherly or caring. Because I don't get those roles. I get bad guy or, you know... I just don't get fatherly roles. So I think to have that on my resume where I can play, like, someone caring in, like, a touching role, and also have the experience with, like... because I heard, like... we talked about before, where, like, when you start acting as a kid, you suck.
Right. Yes.
So to be able to, like, be a part of someone else's, like, early journey, to, like, have a child actor as, like, your screen partner, I think has its, you know, pros and cons. But I think that's also exciting too, to, like, oh, like, let's see where they're at, and we're gonna play off each other, because, you know, and in that, like, you have to care for them, and they're reacting from you. So it's not something I've done before, but I think it'll be very interesting and fulfilling to do a fatherly role. Yeah,
and honestly, I think you're aging into that, so you probably will get more of those.
He didn't mean that the way...
No, I didn't mean that, though, now that I'm hearing it back.
But no, yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, now that I'm getting a little bit older, like, it is more believable on screen for me to be someone's father. In real life, I have 2 teenagers. But
right.
On screen, that doesn't look real.
Right.
So, yeah, I have gray hair. Like, it's getting there, so a couple more years, but no, as soon as I can, I'd like to have a role like that.
Nice.
Feel good.
Nice. What about you?
I think mine is like something that you would not expect, but I just got a job as a director for theater, and I feel like outside, like in my actual like career path that's not related to acting whatsoever, I've just done management and a lot of people management and a lot of service industry management, now in corporate management, and I just love helping like my team and seeing them excel. And I also love working with children, and I've also always wanted to direct something. And I've really wanted to be a director, so now I start next week. But I'm really excited. So it's something I've always wanted to do that I will start doing. Hopefully the plays turn out good and the kids are inspired and they have like a long, everlasting
that's
fulfilled
secondary.
career.
If the check cashes, then
What do you mean?
you're paid, right?
Yeah, of course I'm getting
Yeah,
paid,
that's what
but
I mean. That's everything else is.
well, no, because it's in the city that I grew up. And when I was growing up there, I wanted to do theater like younger, but there was no program. So they just appointed me as the director so that there can be a program now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So now
So
the kids will actually
manifested
have
it.
something to do.
That's cool.
Wait, in the Midwest?
No, here.
Oh, okay.
Like
All
the
right.
town that I grew up in here. Like
Oh,
once
the
I got
town you grew up
yeah.
in here. Okay.
So yeah,
She's
they
still
didn't have
very
a
young. Her
program.
growing up, just
Yeah,
recently-
It was
sure.
just, like,
yeah, no,
Tuesday.
yeah. I
It was over the
understand that.
weekend.
I understand how young she is. You don't have to keep reminding me.
But yeah, no. So I get to like help inspire young children and figure out their path and like give them something to do and keep them like out of trouble certain days after school.
creating more theater kids. I love it.
Nice.
Doing the
Nice.
Lord's work.
Congratulations. There probably won't be a ton of musicals. Is my
There's
guess.
not. No, we're not doing that. I'm so sorry.
No,
this is
we're not doing musicals.
No, we're not doing musicals. The first one that we're gonna do is The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Ooh.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
So it really is starting very soon. Nice. All right. This is breaking news.
Snaps.
I wasn't aware of this.
No, this
but
happened like last week.
Congratulations.
Thank
That's
you, thank
awesome.
you.
Nice. A whole new generation.
I know, right?
Wow.
Yeah. Get
Being
out the
corrupted.
seat. Well, hey, I mean, move on over, Grandpa. And I was talking to Joe here.
If he's grandpa, I don't know what I am.
You're a relic, dude.
I am a relic. I'm a relic of
You're
a
not
bygone
old.
age.
You're vintage.
I am. No, I'm
worse.
I'm a fossil. Yeah, I am. I am a throwback. What advice would you give to aspiring actors who are just starting their careers?
Again, it's not a deep answer, but work hard and listen. If you do those two things, I'm pretty sure you can make something happen. Everything else, just whatever you think you need to do to be a better actor, but work hard, listen.
No, I agree. Work hard, listen, take everything from every experience. Don't forget why you started doing it. And make sure you have a good support system around you, is what I would say. With people to pick you up. Because you'll get knocked over.
Oh, yeah.
You'll get knocked right the fuck over. But as long as you have people in place and systems that will get you back up and remind you why you're doing it, then I think you'll be okay.
That's fair. And the final question, you already kind of addressed it a little bit, but what's next for you?
I'm modeling in Boston Fashion Week in October. So I'll be doing that for the second year. I'm very excited.
I'm excited for you.
Oh, thank you. I'm wearing pretty dresses.
Are you wearing pretty dresses, Joe?
Actually, I'll send you a picture. I went and saw Barbie in a dress with my kids. I was wearing a dress when we saw Barbie.
Wow.
So if you want that dress picture, I got you.
I think I do.
Yeah, I think I might. Actually,
Yeah, I think I might have to see that.
I have a couple features in the works. I have a feature called Life's Queer that we're about to edit. The Devil's Favorite is going to be filming in April. I'm doing a JFK Jr. biopic next weekend in Connecticut. It's a lot of work. Let's just say what's coming next for me is just more, because almost 10 auditions a week is where I try. I apply all day, and when the audition comes through, I want a 48-hour turnaround at most on the self-tape audition.
Wow.
So I do have features lined up and cool shorts, but I don't know what's next. Yeah, man, exactly. That's the point. Something will be next. Something
Right.
will be next.
Right. It feels like what you just said could have been bundled in with the previous question of advice for young actors. Like,
Oh yeah, well, all right. So that's all right. Because I don't want to come off like I don't like extras. I don't like how they are. As people, I'm sure they're fine.
Jesus.
Just the way that they act is
What do you
no.
mean?
So
you're painting with kind of a broad brush here.
okay,
I'm just saying.
I'm fine with that.
But you're lumping all of the extras under one ovra, which is not necessarily
It was probably one or two extras that made me feel this way.
okay.
but
Do you want to call them out?
no. I'm seeing a couple of them next weekend. A couple weekends from now at a premiere.
Oh dear.
I don't want to say their names yet.
Okay. So no names. Okay.
Yeah, there's always going to, if you are honestly trying to be in this industry, there's going to be another gig. Don't take it so serious to where this is the last one you'll ever do and it needs to be perfect and everything, all the circumstances around it need to be perfect or else it's not worth doing. No, there's going to be another one and another one after that if you're lucky. So yeah, take a breath. Okay, you're there. You've been hired for it. Do your work, but like, there's going to be another one. Relax. Relax. You don't have to become an A-list movie star on your first film set. That's not how that happens. Unless you're Matthew McConaughey.
Sure.
Yeah. But no, take a breath. It's not your last film. You know?
Mm-hmm.
There should be no anxiety about that. But yeah. But extras do that. They're like, oh, we're on a movie set. We're on a movie set. Okay. Is my face... Hey, director, I know I'm all the way back here behind everyone, but do you want me to turn my head this way or this way? Listen, man, just stand there. Someone will tell you. And then you'll learn that for the next project.
Did
Okay,
that
I'm sticking
happen?
up.
No.
Okay.
No, but it's something they would do.
I see.
I need to stick up for all the extras that are listening to this right now.
Go for
I
it.
think, yes, I agree. Sometimes extras are really, really excited because they wanted to be on a set their whole lives, and this is their dream, this is their big moment. And I would say for all the extras, just observe, listen, take it in, and just meet people, be nice, be kind, but like the same time you're essentially just filling in the background. So, just
Don't take anything
the gravity
too
of the
seriously.
situation. Yeah, don't take anything too seriously. Don't try and draw a bunch of attention to yourself. Let people come up to you. Just ease down a little bit, stretch, count to 10. Because I have been there where there's been extras that are like, oh my God. I'm like, hey. Like
this
you've
is so
been
cool.
hired
Like,
for something.
We're working. Like everyone you're screaming at right now has
Yeah.
lines in 2 minutes.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
maybe now's not the best. But no, it's definitely a me thing. This is not an
This is-
extra
yeah.
suck thing. It's a me thing. But I'm okay with that for now.
Well, I didn't expect that we would necessarily go down this road, but let's continue down this road because I mean, extras have to do whatever they have to do to get noticed.
Oh yeah.
So that they can advance. So you would have to be at least baseline annoying to get attention on yourself. Otherwise, you're just going to be a face in the crowd. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think yes, like when the cameras are on, but I think more so what you're getting at is like when the cameras aren't rolling type thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
they're
that's
just
when
like-
they're annoying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like behind the scenes
Okay.
stuff. Yeah, like I don't mind small talk, but like if you understand that the scene that we're in right now, I have 3 pages of dialogue that I need to hit, don't come talk to me about my favorite pizza topping. Like we're at work right now. Be an extra and just fucking stay in the background. Like I'm preparing. But if they're aware, like, hey, like I know you only got a couple lines in this one. Yeah, I do. Okay, cool. So where are you from? Like then that's understandable. Like if you know that I don't have dick to do that day, like yes, to spark up some small talk. But no, if you're going to like the main actor who literally has a monologue coming up, don't do that. Don't speak to them. They're about to work. So be aware. Like know where we are with the script. Know where we are with what we're filming that day. Like it's not. But if it is your first time as an extra, I can see you not knowing those things. But after like 3 or 4 projects, you should have an idea of who to bother and who not to.
Sure.
Do you want a hug?
And
No.
well, now that you've brought this issue to light on such a wildly popular podcast, it should reach a lot of those extras, and they won't make those mistakes.
This podcast seems like extras watch it.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
it is. Well, it's hard to watch, being audio only. But
Except for Gab, because she watched an episode, remember?
she did
I
somehow.
felt
She did
that,
somehow
saying
watch
no. I
an episode
felt
that has
that.
not yet been released, which is a good trick.
I felt
Uh,
bad.
I think my computer's been hacked.
She watched it, though.
I watched it. Don't worry, it was really good.
Actually, by the time this comes out, you will have been able to watch that. So
Okay, so my statement stands true.
yeah,
I watched it.
yeah,
In a few weeks, it'll be true.
yeah. We'll roll with that. All right. Well, Gabby, Joe, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you being on the podcast, and we'll see you next time on I Saw You in That Thing I Saw You In.
If you're hearing this message, you've listened to the entire podcast, and for that, thank you. We hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, please leave us a review on Spotify. See you next week for another installment of I Saw You in That Thing I Saw You In.